Hello and welcome into the Piles of Paragraphs creative space. I'm Lori and today I am going to work on Roxy Creation's weekly challenge for week 32, I think. I know it's Roxy's weekly challenge and I know what the challenge is. I just don't know for sure what the week number is, but I think it's 32. Rachel made a quick travel journal for her to take with her on her trip, on her vacation. I'm going to do my best to make a quick journal, not necessarily travel, but it would work for that. And I will admit that I started this video once and got myself so stuck that I have to start it again. So I'm going to take my signature, sit over here to the side. Here's the decoration for my cover. And here's the cover. And I was trying really hard to do the part with the sticky brown paper tape for you guys, and I just got myself really stuck. So forgive me for not showing you exactly how I did this. But now I think I remember why I don't usually use the paper tape that's already that already has adhesive on it. But I've got it down now, and I've added a piece of Tyvek envelope. This is one that I got something in through the mail, so it's one of the U.S. Postal Service white envelopes, which really adds a lot of strength to the spine. So let's see, we'll get going from here. I'm going to cover the inside of the spine with some fabric. So we'll get started with that. Let's see, put down a couple pieces of glue paper, just so I catch any over gluing that I might do. And I'm gonna do this with my PVA glue instead of my art glitter glue, although my art glitter glue is a lot easier for me to control. Let's see. No. Okay, that's a good start. Get the PVA glue open. Which sometimes I can't, but I think I remember to wipe it off this time. Okay, so put a little, and this does work much better if you have a nozzle on your PVA glue, where you can direct the glue. But I have had no luck with the nozzle on that particular bottle of glue. So let's coat the Tyvek here. I did use my art glitter glue to stick the Tyvek down to the very sticky side of the brown paper tape. Okay, that's good. Coated. Oh. Grab out one of my. This will work. A dry baby wipe there. Okay. And I think just to be on the safe side, I will also run a quick little line of art glitter glue down this edge, just in case. And I do want to smooth that down, otherwise it'll come right through the fabric, which isn't a huge deal really, because most of this will be hidden by the signatures. Okay, so let's put this down in here. My clean spatula. Try to make that as smooth as possible. Oh, I've got some glue coming through. Oh, well. It's okay. Bone folder and I'll work it down in here. Okay. Better to do that with a smooth surface and not the, ooh, excuse me, sorry, the rough surface of the baby wipe. Okay, wipe off my little makeup spatula here. Get this glue off there. Trash can. There we go. Now we got that. Get that side done. So on this side, I want to use this piece of fabric because my eventual plan is to decorate the cover with a little bit of layered pieces there like that. So, okay. Let's lay that up there. Make sure you guys can see. This is kind of stretching the make sure that tape is going to stick. Doesn't necessarily like to stick to itself on the non-sticky side. If you get the sticky sides together, it really, really likes to stick to itself. Okay, I'm going to put just a little bit of PVA glue. Ooh, or a lot. More than I meant to pour. Like I said, with a better to use something with a kind of a, can't think of any of the word nozzle. I don't know, little applicator bit. I did buy a new container of PVA glue for just that reason, but it's downstairs. Oh, okay. Let me baby wipe out. Wipe that off there. Okay. I'm going to use my art glitter glue again because I'm the air conditioning, of course, is running and it's drying everything out really quickly. Nope, not that art glitter glue. This bottle of art glitter glue. Too much glue. Too many choices. Run that down here, along the bottom, over here, and this is wider than this one. This is a textured cover, and it sounds like car tires driving over a cattle guard there. Okay, let's get that on. Let me get this spread out before it dries. Okay, I can always come back and add some more to the edges. So let's get this wrong side. Oh, I did do the wrong side. Oh, well. That's the side. That was the side I wanted anyway, right? We'll just go with that. Let's wipe off the PVA glue before I glue the lid on. Important to put the lid on so I don't knock it over, but I don't want to glue the lid on. So let's see. Let's go ahead and add a little more art glitter glue here. There we go. So let's see. I have to let that dry a little bit. So let's apply some of the pieces to decorate this. Go ahead and use my art glitter glue for this part because it's easier for me to control. You can also use, of course, Fabri-Tac or the PVA glue would work great for this as well. Let me just a little spread here too. That. Wipe off the excess there. I'm going to make sure to cover up the and so then we'll come back in and add that a little bit later. So let's see. So put the pin back in the art glitter glue. Okay, so there's our cover, mostly done. Let's try this out. Oh, and I really should probably let that dry more, but I want to make sure that you work the edges against the spine or against the book cover. And so there we go. It's the nice thing about the soft cover. It's a little bit more forgiving than the hardcover. If I were to put a piece of cardboard or something in there, it would be a little more difficult. So let's see. Let's set this over to dry for just a few more minutes. Out of the way so you don't have such a sea of white there on the screen. Under there. So to put my my signatures together. So I've made I did little pockets out of let's take this one first. Set this over here. Out of index sheets that you put in a 3-ring binder. Kind of a fun, different pocket. Oh gosh, I just used the art glitter glue and it doesn't want to come out. Okay. So I brought a little bit of glue down the side here to close the pocket. And so I just folded it so it comes partially over here, and I will most likely hinge another piece of paper over that edge when the time comes. I did use pages out of the cover, out of the book that I used. It was a small ledger. It has some great paper in here. This is a collaboration between Triple V Vintage and oh, Jesse, the name of your Etsy shop always just goes right out of my head. Vintage Studio 717. So Triple V Vintage and Vintage Studio 717. And it's a tea stained. Fernie does the tea staining and just does the designing. So it's a great collaboration between those two. And then I've got some of the music that I got when I was up at Gail's Retreat. Another little page here. My favorite school kid writing paper. And then I did do one of Rachel's digitals for the center. Let's see. Got these all in here. Everything, different size. And the way I like it. And the second signature, I made a pocket out of a big piece of the Pepin Press papers. So I have a tuck here, and then some more of this and some more of that paper from, you can buy this on Triple V Vintage's website. Okay, there's some more paper. They're pretty much, I did them pretty much the same. To put some washi tape on the music paper because it was cracking as I folded it. So this, and then another one of pages from Rachel's Digitals. My centerpiece there. And then this one is pretty much the same. I just folded the index, or put the index page around the other direction. Okay, let's go ahead and glue this shut, since I'm buying just a little bit of time there for my spine of my cover to dry just a little bit. Sorry, the words are not flowing easily this morning, but I haven't made videos for a few days, and I haven't even had my coffee yet this morning, so I just wanted to get up and get this done before I talked myself out of it. Sometimes the little voice inside of your head that tells you can't do stuff gets loud. And I just have to work on ignoring it. So, yeah, won't be a gator mouth yet, but of course, by the time I finish decorating it or adding things to it, it will be. So, okay. It's still kind of wet, but I think I'm gonna be brave and try to sew my first signature in. So let's see, how do we want to do this? So, you know how I hate to measure, but let's measure and mark. So this is, of course, it's not going to be any sort of an even number. It's like slightly more than 1 3/4 inches. So let's see, what is it in? So it's 4.5 millimeters. So let's see, 2. Okay, I'm gonna eye it. I'm just gonna eyeball it here. I'm gonna go down, get my longer ruler. I'm gonna, let's see, yeah, 4.5. So it'd be about, that's about the center. So I'll come up an inch from the bottom. I'll come down an inch from the top. And then let's see what's about center here. 9 inches, so 4.5. So I'll tell you, this is much easier to do when it's just me and I'm not trying to do it for the camera. So I've got that, and then let's see. Let's go in. Let me do. I don't know. I'm debating. It's 1/4 of an inch. Yeah, 1/4 of an inch should be okay. Is that working? Can't tell if my pencil's making them work. Definitely not making them work. Okay. And I've got that one up a little bit high, so let me move it down here a little bit. Let me go in. You can, of course, make a template to do this with, but, you know. I don't ever seem to make books that are this, or journals that are really close to the same size all that often, so I don't usually make a template. Okay, just one more. Sorry, the lights are shining off my shiny metal ruler, and I'm struggling to see. Okay, and I always start with the back signature. So let's get this marked. Where am I? Rachel uses these large paper clips, and they are super great for holding stuff together. So let me clip these together here. And then let me close it. It's good to keep it closed as much as you can when you clip it together. So we'll do that. I will line this up. And usually when I do this, I am a bit more precise about it, but since I'm trying to do it quickly, okay, mark this there, mark this here, mark this, and mark that here. Okay. So of course the better way to do it is to let me not use that one, let me use this one, to measure from the, to put your marks on the inside. But once again, since I'm trying to do this quickly, I will do my holes from the outside in. course, as I said, this is not the recommended way to do it. Okay. Those. Let me grab another big paper clip here. Ooh, can I see them? Goodness, I guess I really should have had my coffee before I did this morning, because now I can't really not lining stuff up very well. There we go. Let's look at that hole punched bigger there. Here's the center hole here. Ooh, oh, I really missed with that one. I will have to put a piece of washi tape over that one. There we go. Like I said, you can absolutely do there's the other one, a template to make this easier for you. Okay, so now that we got that, let's go ahead and poke these holes through the spine. Ooh, that's challenging, especially since it's not dry. Yes, let also once again do as I say and not as I do. Let your spine dry more. Make sure you don't poke through your fingers. This one, once I'm down here, I'll go ahead and do this one. So my awl's getting sticky, so it doesn't want to go through. Okay, let's do this one. To say I really admire Rachel with everything she had going. To take the time to make a travel journal for her challenge was amazing. Terrifying for me, but amazing. Because this is a process that generally takes me a while. Okay. Oh yeah, that's really, really sticky. Really, really sticky. Let's put it back in its little cork. Over here. Okay, I have some waxed thread, and I usually do 3 lengths of the cover for the wax thread. And use hopefully I have got it on my giant needles. Let's see, do I have anything smallerish? That one looks smallerish. Okay, and get this threaded. Set it over to the side. I will bring this in, line it up. Pretty good. Make sure the pages are straight-ish. Put that over the cover to hold it. And then I will put this over the cover to hold this one. And then I usually like to have my strings in the center rather than on the outside, but you can do either. So we'll do the 3-hole pamphlet stitch here. Start at the middle, line it up there, pull it through, and then I usually clip part of it to one of the giant paper clips to kind of hold it, so that I make sure I have a tail when I come back through to tie down with. Okay, now it's going to be tricky. So I go back in through the spine here. Well, I guess I should really preface this by saying this is not a tutorial. This is just me trying to do this through and then pull through here. trying to match Rachel's challenge. Rachel has excellent videos on binding your books, as does Gail Augustinelli. I'll try to remember to link to their channels in the description box so that you can try to find one of their videos that works well. Okay, so this is going to challenge me more. Usually you want this to be really tight at this stage, but I am struggling. So get this through. Most important thing is make sure you don't go back through your threads, because then you can't pull the binding tight. So let's see. That's fair to middling there. Let's I'm gonna pull it tight, but not so tight you tear your pages. Take my clips off. I think that will probably help me get this to be a little tighter. And my way to test it, I usually do this to make sure it doesn't really wiggle up, and it's wiggling, so I need to make it tighter. So let's pull this one, let's pull this one, do a single knot in this now, and I'll do that wiggle test again. Oh yeah, that feels firm. The whole cover's moving, so the pages are not wiggling. And so then I'll take this and do a double knot over the top. So there we go. We got one signature in. So it's coming together. That this piece is a bit stiffer than the other paper, so it's sticking out, but that'll be good. So that's great. So I think maybe, because I've had you here for quite a while, I will call this as close to getting this done as I can for this video, and I'll go ahead and finish up stitching in the other two. I do the center one and then the top one. It's easier to lay the signatures on. Oh, let's do one more signature. Go ahead and line it up there. That one. And I'll mark the holes. Of course, I should be able to measure this because I have a whole piece of paper on the outside. Let's see. Let's go ahead and let's clip these pages in. Up here. This one, it's 9, and then what I do about 4.5. Here's the center. Sorry, there we go. There's 4.5, and then did an inch down from the top. There. Inch up from the bottom. Okay. See how close I get to the. Ooh, not even close. Okay. Now, yeah, and I do it this way. That's the only challenge with having different size papers. Sometimes it's challenging to line up your, and often I just go ahead and poke holes, especially if I have a small signature like this through the signature and the spine all at the same time, so it's lined up, especially if I'm only doing a single signature journal. But since this one's 3 signatures, and a sticky awl is not your friend. Okay. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Okay. And we'll take the wax thread and do 3 lengths of the book. Again, snip that off. And everything's sticky now. Sticky, sticky, sticky stuff. Okay. Go ahead and thread the wax thread through the needle. Okay. Here. Hook that one there just so I make sure I have enough. Come back through the bottom. Sorry, probably off screen there. Let me wiggle through here. Back up through the top here. I can see the hole. Nope. Cannot see or feel the hole. There we go. There. Nope. Sometimes you have to take the awl and go back through. There we go. Back through here. This project is a little big for my workspace. Okay, and I've got it wrapped around the paper clip there, so that's not really gonna make it easier. Oh, what on earth did I do? I'm taking this paper clip off. Oh yes, I've got it really wrapped around. It's never happened to me before. Always when you're filming, you know, that's the way it works. It must be some sort of Murphy's Law for YouTube video makers. Pull this through. Go back through the center hole. Make sure I don't pierce the thread. Get back to the center of this. Let's see. Whale? Did I put that through the wrong hole? I probably did. So I have 2 holes in my center here. See, should have stuck with my original thought and let you guys go after I did that last signature, because this one's really gonna fight with me. But you know, just don't give up. You can get it to work. Yeah. Golly, it does not wanna. It does not want to let that go through there. Okay, let's do this. And then there we go. Back through. Make sure we have one thread on one side, this thread on the other side. Pull this 2. Doing for Okay, well, definitely now I'm going to let you go, and then I'll put my third signature in and finish decorating my cover. But there we go. We got 2 signatures in and fairly lined up. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to call that good for now. Thank you for joining me today for Roxy Creations weekly challenge for a quick, in inverted commas, as Rachel would say, journal. Definitely difficult to make this all at once on camera for me. So I appreciate you sticking with me, and I hope you'll join me again in the future. And I will say bye-bye for now.